All right, fellow Ghanaians. It looks like say any day, I think it's about 10 minutes ago, and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Obama his speech concerning Delta flight Z9 a crash enra. Na he ninsemo Kenya say information has been retrieved based on how everything happened. And please make sure you subscribe, you like, share, and you comment down below. And the notification bell is make sure say click so be anytime I share a new video with you guys. Now also when opportunity now on Sakabi. Me pamcho young kwan niemra ya ba de na ka ne beto also. What do you think about the incident that happened here? Is this something which was planned? Is this something that happened naturally? Obi ntimi nchirim until say information and evidence has been given out and as have been proved. But the homoni say, I'm going to give you guys my side of things, what I think about the video, because things like this, it rarely happens. Recently, the same thing happened in the United States of America, or DC. Flight, one was military flight, chopper. It was military chopper, and one was a civilian passenger flight. Both of them crashed somewhere between DC, which is Washington DC. But the issue that happened, they were able to retrieve the information, everything that happened, how it happened, and then they give the information to the people. So I am thinking, say, the government can do the same thing. But before we continue, I'm going to give you guys the main reason and I say how the whole thing happened from my side point of view. And then the things that, the measures, things we're supposed to go through, and sana the incident, ever happen. And with that being said, Mahama video na or provide information concerning the Z9 flight near crash and Renyumreno. There's a more can
And as we mourn, questions about the cause of this tragedy are only natural and important. And I want to assure the families and the nation that the Ghana Armed Forces has initiated a full and transparent investigation into the circumstances of this crash. An investigative board of inquiry has been set up to investigate the cause of the crash. The flight data and cockpit voice recorders have both been retrieved. All 8 of the bodies of our departed comrades have been retrieved, and the government is in close touch with the bereaved families about identification of the bodies and final interment. And as
So from correct source, it looks like, say, based on the program that happened or bosses or whatever program going on. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was the person to be was the main guest who was supposed to be attending the program, but something crossed his way. He wasn't able to go to the program. So therefore, otu nimpenifu bi say nimpenifu ni kan no mukoti omkusi na name no mu ni dwumanya de emfama no, which there's nothing wrong with that. And the thing now happen say from their start point amutu Z9 no efli amutu Z9 free a location before answer a flight to be able to know. There are some safety measures it needs to be put in place before a flight to be there. Okay, so the woman say answer a flight to be to know your control centers. The pilot has to communicate with these people. They will have to provide the pilot with the weather condition, the current situation of the plane or the chopper or helicopter. Now omodi to akwede jumano at the moment. And if all these measures are being put in place, so let's say flight netu and weather forecast was given, everything is good to go, green light is on the way, everything is good to go. So yeah, me a fly. You can say fly. So my fly all the way. And on the way going, and you say all of a sudden who say fog on the day, and yema happen whether they change because Nyankopon will miss at any time. Engineer fan say what any change. Was said anything as a pilot, you will have to communicate with the control center. That is the first thing you do. Indeed, they will give you information concerning the weather. If you have to return, let me go through the weather and find you. They will allow you to go through if it is not too risky. But if something about it is very fishy or risky, they will let you return from your start point, or you will return to your start point. And we are all hoping, say, the information they have retrieved from what happened, it is going to be a very important evidence. It is going to clear things for people to understand, because there are some things if it happens, will be people needs clarification and sana a very important was His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or sister Nisaka information retrieve data every that plane in media. Well, that is a good idea. Until they can go ahead and continue with the investigation and give us the necessary information that we need. So with that being said, and an eyewitness be our cancer was who say plane no ekohwediem inti yenkotie no ne emra yeba. My side of the story, I'm going to give it to you guys. I won't hesitate. Yenko ne emra
na me wa fu ebi tie be twam o mafom plane no na wo fom de nti akwa de mi wan se mete guran ti mete guran am se apren de abofom nti mi jam de mi ye nyina se me kwa akọche be bia ade ne toy nti mi nam forest ni mu sa na me koy nti mi koy no so plane no aboho ahye enipa wo mu onwo mu wo mu nyina so ayede ahye obi ani wa otimi survival kra o mu nyina ahye plane de ni nyina ahye kra ahye asubie isi ane de metimi aka say nipa be trade de nipa be trade de ba ko ne de ohun say nipa ni but o ma ka ne de ohu o ma ka ne de ohu o ma ka ne de ohu ba ko ne de ohun say nipa ni na no kra no ne na nyina ampo ni ho aka ni say ni so na ne bu say ne na obo say oda ho o ma ka ne de jana ye no ohun say o ye oba o so ye be ma o de na nya hwe kwa na eko na nya hwe entoto nya hwe tebecha mu na me yo so say bia ebo na na asiniti wa hunu ekwan ni ana ode ko bo eduani mu a e mass accident bi si ye who ne color is very common na say white and black visa plane on kasa de nam say ne bonashi tina na ofo ba ni pa fo de hu o ma no ba ko pe na do say ni fo mu say nya ba ni mu say ana hu ni sa ana hu ni
inti de wo mu nyina na ye say metie abrante na asem na o kan o say na ya no pa be se 10 na no pa be se 10 na it look like a bono anoding a bono anoding. Okay, fine. Into munse plane nam form na chopper no form pa nti eba no ene ko hwediem ono ndo no nwura mo ye na adwuma dada o farm tie na odwedwema no ko ho no ko hunu se plane no yede ahye. But made ba kwa me busa ne say a plane crash and I say a helicopter crash and a chopper crash. A chopper crash, you would definitely have at least a tono ubehu se tono da baby. Ne tono ebe da baby. But me share video no a te se bibia she jorbe. You can never even say part way ene ka a plane no a gate and I said ubehu part of the plane a chopper no kra hunda ehun bibi wo no. Which is something which was very real to me. Like, it doesn't happen like that. Say, a metal or aluminium will burn to ashes. Now, a dime crash, crana yenya bibi film. A dime, yes, a dime schedule bear crano. Yenya bibi film. How much more a metal? Which is something which is super real to me. My dream woman in Tessie. And this explanation be on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. needs to provide some information for the people to understand. And yes, sir, Ghanaians will start connecting things together, and the unbelievable will be believable. Because one fishy thing about this whole thing, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was to be the main guest at the program that day. And then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who's what missing program be answered that. Interbanisana we inquired with me say people can talk. People are going to connect things like this together. Try and make it make sense to people. Meanwhile, maybe I'm not in the crown. It doesn't make sense anywhere. Nowadays, bloggers are dorsum. Obiara YouTube video ni bi. Inti obu hono mo unnecessary information. The person will put it out there because he needs to get the views. Inti I was say mpanifo timi quick. No mutimi de further updates etimi de ba. Na mpani amanfo asum nya dey enjo mo. Anya sa se de enema si koyeye no. People are going to connect things from the wrong source, try and make it make sense. And then the people who are not very serious to look into things very well will end up listening to that information. By the time I realize, na be a name copy no after be we are saying the name be target on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Near the name be target His Excellency. But ebinso I didn't happen with naturally. I didn't happen naturally, but people are going to try and connect things unnecessarily to attack and then to try and make it make sense. Into His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a bit to me, so much me retrieve information. Investigation must be conducted as soon as possible before people will start conducting or putting things together. I even came across a video. A guy is saying, NDC for you. How is this one about politics? How is this specific situation about politics? Somebody explain this to me. Because at some point, BNO Honomoa, plainly Kwakuto, and I say, chopper need to akrono. Obiano Hokaze, any situation you're happy. After that, Neniaje, because maybe they are going to do by-elections or something like that. That person is a wicked person. That person must be a wicked person to think that way because Fana said, your papa, your mama, a bit my your papa, a bit my old grandfather, a bit my obi husband. It could be anybody's relative. And as I had there too. A bit me out to me, bit me out to one so. Into Adentina, only padasani, who bit me out and ask your buhunta kase. And ye, I do I see ye, something good. And then NDC for Nyakupo na etria moka. Wa beka sa asem ni bia no. Uye nipa bonini. Uye nipa bonini. So, ye kurom Ghana na yetimi fa niema fala, yetimi fa niema simple. Hwe ade we ya nka happen. National security problem. Top security ade a ene kwanse nka obi atimi ka ho asem until further notice. Wa beka ho asem no. They can call you and then ask you questions about what you know. If you are not able to answer the necessary questions now, my brother, at that moment, but you couldn't Ghana no. And you're funny, maybe basa, basa. As some to be any opportunity, it make a cancel. The pet and then opportunities were home. Yeah, I will say very careful. You may now. Ne neme bi wo no mo aye kaiti wo ye krom sa na me nyina ka ho bi ntini ye ntimi ngoro no sa na me nyina ka ho bi ntini ye ntimi ngoro and ye was say a service ye niam o Ghana. Please let's do so. Say play ni betu say fancy a service niam right bibi na je air machine, anything can happen. Say fancy e wo wiem ena BBC ya definitely he needs to connect, the pilot needs to connect to the control center for further update. Inte basa na obi a ne saka update ni bia they can give us nyakopon for democracy. They are gone already. There's nothing we can do to get them back, but the information needs to be put out there for the people, the family, the relatives, the loved ones to get to know what happened, so at least they can have a rest of soul. within them. My name is Humble. Here's Positive Stance, and I'm out. Peace out.